about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go. We're back. Got a topic of conversation for today. How everybody doing, man? I just wanted to come and talk to y'all today. I got time. I was doing some editing. What's up, Bluff? Man, what's good over there on Instagram, man? What's good, y'all? Y'all hear that beat in the background? Am I like, hey, what's up? Yeah, y'all like the new layout? Let's see if we can get the other layout up real quick. Let me see. Tell me how it looks, chat. YouTube chat, Twitter chat. Let me see. Boom. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Let's move the let's get the other one. Can we get that one up there? Yeah, that one looks better. Actually. Did it switch it? There it goes. The small one looks better. There we go. Can we get some applause for that? Don't that look nice, y'all? Come on now. Don't that look good? Tell the truth, chat. That don't do look pretty good. I ain't gonna cap. That look real good. Look real good. We doing all right over here at a little Coach Network. You know what I'm saying? But welcome in if you just tapping in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this stream. Want to create a conversation? Going to open the phone lines up. Get some talking in today. Let me know what the signal looks like, what our reception looks like. What's up, Mary J? Zach, I see y'all, my faithful few, always pulling through. I love y'all over there on YouTube, man. Y'all pull up and y'all show mad love. We live on Instagram and Twitter right now. So Twitter, make sure you're retweeting. Hot topic of the day right now. Coach Prime, as vocal as he is, he's spoken on something. A lot of times he makes controversial statements, but this one is something that, because of the new age of college football that we're in right now, but it's becoming, as far as evolving out of the amateur status, right? As we continue to see NIL get, I guess you could say, evolve, and the landscape around it when it comes to recruiting. I think with so many kids, young freshmen, enrolling early, I think there's an opportunity for my boy Zach coming through talking trash. He said, Coach, I've been practicing online to whoop you on college football. Okay, look, we got gaming tomorrow. You know, Tuesdays we got gaming starting at noon, everybody. We might start a little bit earlier because we got quality content that we putting out today. Got some edits being done right now. And I'm going to put out some thumbnails, some takes. And this is actually going to be cut up into a VOD too. So if you're tuning in, post live, make sure you like and comment. Give me your thoughts on this. Coach Prime is going on record and saying that he wants to play an opponent outside of inter squad. He doesn't want to do an inter squad scrimmage for his spring game. He would rather play out of conference opponent or another opponent, whether it's inter conference. What's your thoughts on it? I've spoken on this. We actually were talking about the likelihood of this becoming an actual conversation and realistic happening because of the game of the industry, the media and coverage around college football. And with so many preseason unknowns and storylines and the type of competition you can create, or the realistic type of feel you can project for a young athlete's future who might be that fifth or sixth guy on the depth chart, out of conference scrimmage against another team, I think it answers a lot of questions going into the off season. You get 3 days of practice, inter squad practice with another team, and then on that last day, you go controlled scrimmage. You know, no contact with the quarterback. Full contact everywhere else. You know, black jerseys can't play. You keep black jerseys if they haven't participated in a minimum amount of contact practices. Have those stipulations in place for each. Like, there has to be a baseline across the board for small things on that end for it to be safe and to kind of minimize and mitigate injuries, right? What's up, Travelpreneur Sports? Welcome in. But I look at it and I say, this is more so a benefit for those third year redshirt sophomores or juniors, right? Those first year or second year freshmen, highly touted 5 stars who probably didn't get that first year look or that second year look that they thought they would get going into the season. Now you give your personnel an opportunity to really put them in that live situation, and let's get a realistic projection on what they can produce against another squad, and you know, let's have a scaled point system, right? Let's keep it to where your special teams, right, isn't live. Like let's still minimize and mitigate the injury, but keep it competitive, right? Keep your quarterback safe. You know, this will help. I believe this will help for the toughness of your receivers, your skilled players, your skill position, your defensive backs, right? This is something that I think benefits in development, and it's all quality that it gives for me as a media personality, as a media talent. It gives a more realistic storyline and projection of what we can see from a roster, a developing roster, especially with a talented class like this class of 25. Not just for Alabama, across the board. 2025 was a very talented class from top to bottom. Your ESPN top 300. These are some of the most highly rated. This is one of the most highly rated recruiting classes in history of you know, recruiting, recording databases and stat bases and things of that nature. 2025 is right up there with that 2017 class. Antonio Snell, what's up, my brother? Welcome in. Roll Tide. AAA family. What's up, BT? Listen, we got the phone lines open right now. We have the phone lines open right now. Let me get this banner on the bottom. The phone line, y'all know the phone line, 334-625-1121. Go ahead and call in, say your name, put me in the game, coach, and we'll get your reactions for these thoughts. But as we wait for calls to come in, let's get into this article real quick. I want to get into the article and see exactly what was said. The highlight of the conversation, of course, was the fact that Coach Prime was saying that he's for the let me see if I even have it routed right. Hold on, let me get the phone line routed in, and let me go check and see what's going on with Princess, because she out here acting up. Let me see. Chat, give me 2 seconds. Keeping up all that fuss chat. We don't play that. She gonna start back up. I get it. All right, chat. So let's get to it. Trying to see what's going on with the phone line here. Let me see 1 second. Make sure we got our audio settings correct on this side. Looks like we got it. Or we don't. Hold on. We don't got it set up. Let me fix it. He wasn't gonna be able to hear me, chat. Let me fix it real quick. I'm bad, y'all. Look at me struggling today. So okay. Got it routed. Right, that's here. Hold on. There. Acting up, y'all. The princess usually be doing good, man, when I'm on the live. She out there acting up, man. I guess the kids out on spring break this week, y'all. Anybody else got kids on spring break right now? I get to go see my boys today. I'm excited. What's good, Antonio? What's up, Cedric? My boy at time. That boy say he finally able to catch a live. That's good to see y'all, man, for real. I get to missing my people. You know, I know the live, the change up the schedule is different because of spring ball. But when we get back in the season, we'll be back on the morning show vibe and the evening show. We'll be going back and forth from campus. You know, we got high school football coming up this season. So, what was I doing? I was doing something important, right? Oh, I was fixing the line. Hold on. That's all. Hold on, y'all. All right, chat. Now we should be good. So let me double check audio. I'm gonna refresh this right here. And we good, guys. If I'm not mistaken, we gonna get that. Yup, we good. All right, so phone line is now open. 334-625-1121. Zach, you know, I know my boy Zach gonna call in first. Listen, if y'all want to call in today, make sure you call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach Smook. We're gonna we got this layout for a reason. We want to get some clips. If you haven't seen it already, Zach has a clip out, and it's actually getting some solid views. So let's get him on the line right here. Here we go.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? Let me know if you can hear me on the line, brother.
Hello,
Can you hear me, Zach?
Coach.
Hold on. Let me switch it up. Hold on, chat. Yo, Zach, can you hear me now?
Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me see. Let me make sure I got this setting set up right. Hold on, Zach. Zach, can you hear me now?
Hello.
Zach, can you hear me now? Uh-oh. Ah, dang it. What did I need to do? Okay, I need to put that in line out. That's what it is. Hold up, I gotta switch one cord around, y'all. All right, I'm gonna call Zach back. I know Zach wanna talk, yeah. I know my boy Zach gonna talk. Let's talk. Let's get Zach on the line.
Hello.
Yo, Zach, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Coach.
All right. We got him now, chat. Chat, y'all should be able to hear Zach too. We got him now, chat. My boy Antonio said he's at work right now, but he can chat in here. He think college programs should play head to head out of conference spring games. We did / do it in high school, and I think it is great to really create an evaluation standpoint as a coaching staff, as a program, especially on the collegiate level, man. The amount of money that's being poured into the college game, that's been poured into the college game, this just breeds a healthier environment for quality competition, which in long term, in my opinion, can create a more realistic stance for commitment in this new day and age. Zach, what's your thoughts on this idea, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Antonio. You know, it would be good for the program, but also we necessarily wouldn't have to, you know, play. We could play everybody. You know, first few drives, play the first string, then second, then third. You know, and kind of just get a feel of where everybody's at and where their understanding is in spring, you know, and just kind of see, excuse me, just kind of see where everybody is in spring and where everybody's heads at, and just get, you know, a small sample size of what could be and everything, you know.
For sure, Zach. Anything else on the topic, man? Anything else you want to lay out there as far as your thoughts on it? And what's a potential matchup? Give me your thoughts on a potential matchup that you would like to see for a spring game for Alabama.
Ooh. I mean, I honestly like maybe Alabama, Oregon, you know,
they going big.
Kalen DeBoer, Dan Lanning type, you know, because they had some epic matches in the Pac-12 when Coach DeBoer was at Washington. You know, you know, it'd be kind of fun to see how Coach DeBoer's coaching has improved, because at each job you're gonna improve, you know, especially with the talent, and you have to tweak things because you know you can't use the same things at this program that you use at this program. So it'd be interesting to see how he tweaks things, you know, and just see how Dan Lanning, you know, how much better Dan Lanning has become as a head coach, plus, you know, Kalen DeBoer, and it would be a great matchup, you know.
Right. 100%, Zach, man. Hey, appreciate you for calling in and sharing your thoughts, man, as always, man, and roll tide, my boy.
Roll tide, Coach.
All right, man. We're going to check in later tonight, brother. We got another live we doing tonight. I think we're going to have a special guest, so be ready to tune in, man.
All right.
All right, man. Catch up, brother.
All right.
That boy Zach coming in with the facts, man. I think he has a good viewpoint. I mean, he makes some solid statements about that's the quality of competition you can create. Hey, shout out to my guy Robin66929 over there on Instagram tapping in, man. Drop a comment, drop a reaction, share the Instagram live. If you're tapping in on Instagram, go over there and share it, man. I know we're not used to seeing your boy live on Instagram, but let's get some viewership over there. I like Instagram. I've been getting a little active over there in the communities, man, and sharing the content and the reels and things of that nature. It's been pretty good. We've been gaining some followers, and you know, a lot of people, that's what they ask for now. So we're trying to really overload that page with the current content. I used to do some, you know, fitness stuff and things of that nature, but now we're back to, you know, now we're slowly getting our brand across the board, Coach Smook Network. All right. So thank y'all for y'all support, everybody. Hey, listen, phone line is still open, 334-625-1121. But I wanted to get into the article surrounding this this story. You know, Coach Prime basically saying just line it up. I wanted just to give my thoughts on it, dive into it. Thank Zach again for calling in and sharing his thoughts. Very thought, man. I already got a clip, so we'll be seeing the edit. But let's get into the story, man. On Three's Nick Costco reporting on the story. and writing the story. And Colorado coach Deion Sanders revealed he wanted to take it up a notch with this year's spring game. He wants his Buffaloes to play an opposing team rather than having inter squad scrimmage. All right. Sanders sees college football in an NFL lens, which is totally fine, of course. That's the approach the sport should take when it comes to off-season and spring. And just to kind of expound on that, guys, we talked about this recently in one of our, recent lives. I want to say last Wednesday, we spoke on this, how the game of college football would have to transition to this because the portal windows are making it hard to retain rosters. And how do you convince a 16, 17, 18-year-old child to say, hey, stick it out, for a year, just sit back and develop, if you're not ready in our eyes, as far as the people that have, took it, we've evaluated you at a level where we think you can benefit by developing, right? How do you convince a kid to do that when there's a school saying, hey, we can get you over here and you can possibly start, and we're going to pay you a little bit more, like $50K more, right? It's hard to convince that, but now when you start presenting opportunities like this, there is a Jalen Mbakwe on your roster that may not in practice as far as retaining the knowledge of the playbook or having the skilled polishedness of more experienced wide receivers. Even though he's an athlete and has played the position in his past, he hasn't played it recently or at the collegiate level up to date, into the Michigan game. So a player like him get in an inter squad scrimmage where he might be running with the twos heavily, right? And really dominating. And that could give him some value as far as the game plan going forward into the fall. Or a player on the defensive side. Let's talk about the linebacker room. You got Deontay Lawson and Justin Jefferson. Both are out. Now you got a transfer, Nikhai Hill-Green, right? Nikhai Hill-Green. And then you got young guys like Jeremiah Alexander. You got QB Reese. You got Duke Johnson. You got Luke Metz in that inside linebacker room, right? You got Caden Jones getting back healthy. He has the opportunity to really showcase what he's able to bring to the table in an inter-squad matchup against other players, right, at a competitive level, and you don't necessarily have to hold back, other than being safe with your quarterbacks, right? Black jerseys. I don't think black jerseys should be able to participate, right? What's up, Katrina? What's your thoughts, Katrina? If you're able, the phone line is open, 334-625-1121. Call and give me your thoughts, man. Call and give me your thoughts, because I think for development purposes, this is something that you could project in the offseason. Like, you can go into the offseason and see how players have reacted to instinctive decision making by opponents instead of familiarity, because that's what you fall into in the spring games. You're forced to keep a baseline playbook. It limits what you can roll out as far as development in the playbook, seeing it in live action, right? Because you don't want to put a lot of that on film in your spring game. But if you're going against another opponent, you can see that baseline, that 40 play script of evaluation between multiple groups without making it too vanilla and guys losing intensity and the risk of injury. You go 40 play script with your first group, right? Do you roll out your second group 40 plays, third group 40 plays, right? And you're talking about a scrimmage where most scrimmages anyways are anywhere from 75 to 90 plays. Last year, Coach Kalen DeBoer made it a point to emphasize on how many plays we were running in our official scrimmages on the weekends, right? The two scrimmages leading up to 8A, and even on 8A, I think we ran 91 snaps. So we gotta think about it on that aspect. Now, I think when you put all of these things together, you talk about revenue opportunities. Let's talk about revenue opportunities, right? Fan bases travel. I can imagine, let's say, and I'm looking at this on a more realistic standpoint. This, if Coach Smoot had to make this a perfect world opportunity to make it fair and worthwhile, you replace your cupcake games on your schedule in the regular season. And I need somebody to clip this. I'm gonna mute the music right now. Because I think I may have cracked the code. Y'all listen to your boy and let me know 6 weeks from now, anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks from now, if this is a conversation being had amongst the upper echelon of the decision makers in college football and just media athletics. Let's talk about it. I want to highlight something. If we were to eliminate cupcake games, right, and move cupcake games to a spring game, do you not think that is more quality of a development? And I think you give teams like your North Alabama's, your not App States, because they're actually in a conference now, Power 5, eligible D1 conference, but your D1 AA schools, Alabama State, Samford, and I'm talking about states in Alabama, speaking on behalf of Alabama. It would be awesome to see University of Alabama versus a Alabama A&M, or Auburn versus, and we've seen Auburn play Alabama State in the season. Auburn's actually played Alabama A&M in the regular season. Let's get rid of those games in the regular season, because that strength of schedule should matter for a 16-team playoff seeding, right? Let's replace that in-season game against A&M and Alabama State with an actual game against cross-conference opponent Oklahoma State or cross-conference opponent BYU. That cross-country travel, that one trip in the season to where, cross-conference play is really cross-conference play, not Duke coming down to Tuscaloosa and getting their tails whooped. Let's do that. That's where I see it should go. And you move a team like Alabama State to your spring game, to where your first group is out there for the first 40 snaps. You get 40 snaps to really showcase what you want to do between your 13-man rotation and your first teams on both sides, 13 and 15 men that you're really going to consider your first group. And then your 3 and 4 stragglers that's not your for sure starters, they get to prove themselves and show that they are above that second level team, right? And they're going to be quality guys for rotation. And we're talking both sides of the ball with this type of evaluation. And then there's the revenue part. Still cut the smaller schools their checks, allow their programs to benefit from, that exchange is good exposure for the athletes at the smaller programs, at the smaller division programs. And it's also good exposure for your 3rd, 4th, and preferred walk-on guys at Alabama, who may not be guys who are in the realistic projection as far as being utilized in the immediate future. Let's say you have a Elijah May, preferred walk-on defensive back at the University of Alabama right now. Just say he's out there when the 3s get out there, or the 4s and the walk-ons get out there for their 25 snaps, and he only gets 10 snaps, but he's locking down a second string, third string guy from a UNA, or a second or third string guy from West Alabama, because a school like West Alabama, there's no way that they're recruiting on the same level as Alabama, but the pipeline connection that can get a guy at West Alabama who may need a year at that level school, D2, or is West Alabama D3? At that level school, get a year, a semester there, get his grades together, get credits together, maybe some development things. That could be a pipeline opportunity. I see this really evolving and really catching some wind, because it's needed. It's needed, and it's worthwhile. If we're going to be pouring this much money into college athletics as far as compensating our collegiate athletes, I think we really should turn to and give this spring game, cross-conference spring game opponent a real look. I think we should. I really think we should. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the chat. I see we got 15 on YouTube. As you come in, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Drop a like on the stream. We're going to talk about a few more topics too. We got some news coming from practice today. Got some things to react to. See some things on Twitter. Got a message from my guy. Going to give us a little scoop, I think. Yeah. What's up, Travelpreneur? How you feeling, bro? My boy, it's also it's a live film for third strings that are going to jump the portal instead of sitting on the bench with nothing but practice film. 100%. Or on the opposite side of that, Polly, now you got a third string guy that you can realistically say, look, You see, this is versus, you know, live action. I can see you giving me 8 to 12 reps, staying in the rotation, being an intricate part of a package, right? A lot of young guys could benefit from a realistic growth development conversation like that, instead of, hey, we got this 5th year guy that needs to get this type of look. Can you know, or we see that you need to develop in this phase. No, if we got a pure pass rusher, a true freshman that's a pure pass rusher, or you get a pure pass rusher out of the portal, and that's where they highlight their skills at. That's the highlight of the skill set. You can use them 8 to 12 snaps in a game, right? And they can be effective. And throughout the season, or, you know, as the process goes on, as they develop with more reps, more live action, more practice reps, you can start to implement a heavier workload, and now you're creating quality depth, right? Just in case an injury happens. You already got this guy that's used to running 8 to 12 reps. Now he got to share a load, maybe 10 more reps, you know, splitting a guy in front of him that's getting maybe 20, 30 reps, getting 15 more reps. So there's a quality development curve opportunity there, right? And I'm looking at even like the position, the wide receiver position. If you just got a burner, he may not be a route runner. He may not be a route technician, but a guy that literally, you put him in a slot, if they even give the thought of matching him with a linebacker or a safety, you create that mismatch, and that's all he has to like worry about as far as being his job in game, and then develop throughout the season as his workload comes along. That can be quality opportunity and development, not just for Alabama. We're talking about across college football. The game of college football can really be saved when you're talking about quality of performance and product on the field. Because too long, we have seen, after the ones go down, we've seen teams affected by that evaluation standpoint, meaning Florida State missing the 14 playoff because their starting quarterback and their second string quarterback didn't showcase the ability to be able to be a formidable opponent in the playoffs per the committee, right? And then they proved the committee right by not being able to retain guys to play in their bowl game and getting smacked by Georgia 63-6 or whatever it was, 63-3, whatever the score was. So you could kind of eliminate that with these type of games, these spring games. And I would go as far as saying, like, sticking to my format and what Coach Prime is alluding to. Do 3 days. Do 3 days of shell practice, one-on-ones, trench ones, O-line, D-line sevens, you know, pop drills, literally just competitive actions. No schematic interactions, no schematic. Everything warm up is individuals, competitive individuals, separate for your scheme, right? Your 11s, and then on that Friday or that Saturday, you can actually, man, production can be there, man. You can have so many different production media opportunities for, let's say ESPN, ABC, you know, the major ones are going to pick the high names, but like a guy like myself, you know, Alabama versus University of North Alabama, or Alabama versus University of West Alabama, being able to be there live, have a crew live filming it, you know, like that's beneficial all the way around for the industry, for the sports media industry. I like it. My guy Zach said it could help players get film for other teams, or even NFL scouts can see how they would react in practice when facing adversity. 100%, Zach. Got a point there. So we're gonna be live for another 15 minutes. I want to look at some topics across Twitter, man. I've been seeing some things on my timeline. First and foremost, I want to look at this pick of my boy, man, Kai Hill Green. This is I believe that's him and Jeremiah Alexander standing next to each other at practice. Knowing that Nikhai Hill-Green, there's a realistic opportunity for him to be that number 3 guy in that inside linebacker room for as far as rotation. He, Jefferson, and Lawson, I believe, are the front runners for the leaders in that inside linebacker room. To see a guy like Jeremiah Alexander as first up, that's inspiring to see him next to Hill-Green. But if you pay attention, and I want y'all to pay attention to these videos and stuff last year, there was a certain order where guys walked up, and if you go back and look, when Campbell was the weak side linebacker in the inside linebacker room, he always, in those drills, every drill, when him and Lawson were together, he was on the right side. If you look at that picture that I'm about to pull up here in a second, you'll see that Jeremiah Alexander, the more physical of the inside linebackers, and I would say probably more physical and more capable of run fits, based off of his film from even last year, the limited opportunities he had last year. I think he's going to make a good push to make. Let me make sure I got number 35. That's got to be Alexander, right? Make sure I ain't tripping. That boy Duke Johnson got that 15. I think that is so lit. Duke Johnson with the 1-5. Oh, actually 35 is Abdul Sanders Jr. 3-5 is Abdul Sanders Jr., y'all. I'm tripping. And if I'm not mistaken, let me get this picture. Oh, that changes my whole perspective. I thought Abdul was 25. I'm tripping. Check this out. Let's share this tab. Let's get this. This is Kahil Green and Abdul Sanders Jr. Check it out. This is crazy. True freshman. I keep telling y'all, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. That's a good picture. Abdul Sanders Jr. looks like under his helmet. I mean, even right here, under his helmet, like in his gear, he looks like Dylan Moses, CJ Mosley, like ready. They weren't ready. Perfect linebacker size for the will. It's instinctive, perfect for run fitting. You see this film at Mater Dei. And you talk about a Mater Dei system and a very advanced system. They run a lot of your collegiate style of play calling and mixed coverage. They put their linebackers on islands. These guys have to be able to play, man. And he's coming out of a prestigious program with a quality group of athletes in their lineup. And then you got Nakahil Green, a guy that just went crazy for Colorado. And we've heard Coach Prime speak on, his thoughts on guys who transfer as starters. You see an opportunity, you take it. NBA Johnny over there on Instagram, Roll Tide, my brother. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Make sure you drop a share on this live on IG, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. For real. Roll Tide, everybody. But looking at this picture, man, that's quality stuff right there. My boy Nakahil Green getting on the ones and twos and posting, man. Getting on the socials. I think Alabama is very excited about he and Kelby Collins. The linebacker room as a whole, D-line room. I think that's where we don't have. I think the main questions around it, Alabama defensive line and linebacker room, is who plays and how much do they play, right? Not when, or not even that. When do you play them? Because I feel like you have so much depth in those rooms, man. It's just all about seeing it in live action, and you really don't know until the whistle is blown, the ball is that cleat meets leather, and it's kicked off, man. And you see guys in action, and I think we're going to see some quality production and rotation from this linebacker room. Speaking of the linebacker room, guys, QB Reese, I can't wait to see him unleashed. Number 36, he's going to be one guy that I think if he sticks around and just allows his opportunity to present itself, right? Because there's a lot of talent in that room, right? QB is frame wise, he's the perfect mold of the hybrid linebacker, kind of like Justin Jefferson is this year. He fits either position, and the IQ is there. Once Justin Jefferson is out the way, I think you have your second coming of Justin Jefferson and QB Reese. Same lateral quickness, same intensity in attacking the run game, the run fits. I think where QB Reese has to continue to develop and grow it is definitely in his coverage. Going to be put on him because of his size. He's going to be expected to be able to get out there and be shifty with a few of those running backs, those slot receivers. He's got to be able to get out there, get in grass and find the guy and actively engage, react to coverage, react to the ball in there. his IQ is there. Just got to get in that development, get in that film room too, man. Linebacker room is deep with talent. I look at Elijah May. Not Elijah May. I'm sorry, I was talking about him earlier. Having the opportunity if we was to do a spring game. Guys like Elijah May, because he's a quality DB. I think he goes to a school like Samford or somewhere like that. Same thing. Our guy J.R. Gardner, running back. He's transferred to Alabama State, and guys, I'm telling you, we're going to hear his name. Alabama State. He's going to be featured right in their offense. And he's going to produce and at the SWAC level. I'm excited. I'm excited for college football, especially if just imagine, y'all. Imagine preparing to travel and tailgate in the spring for a spring game. Imagine the fan clashes we can have, the fan interactions we can have. I would love to go to TCU and tailgate, or if we want to keep it, if we want to get real spicy and give this thing some maximum. Imagine having because we don't have Ole Miss on the schedule this year, right? Imagine if we had a neutral site spring game against Ole Miss. Let's say neutral site is like, let's go, man. We're talking spring ball, right before you kick off USFL, XFL, whatever it is now, and all your flag football leagues. Imagine being able to be in Atlanta for Alabama versus Ole Miss spring game, or home and home spring game series, right? Imagine. I think the fan bases would definitely travel if it's interconference, or just keep it in state. You got like the state of North Dakota has so many D2 programs, right? You can benefit from Iowa playing North Dakota or Idaho University or Montana, keeping the regional. So many different ways we can go with this, man. Coach Prime is on to something, though. So, bringing this live here to the end. If you all enjoyed this format, this layout, if you all enjoyed this, let me remove the overlay. If you all enjoyed this layout, this format, this layout, let me know in the chat, man. Let me know if we can continue to do this. Any type of hot topics, get in the Discord, man. You want to find the Discord link down below. It's I can get one of the mods to put in the chat, but click on the Discord link and share the stream, man. Share the stream. Let everybody know that we're going to be bringing more hot topics, sports topic discussions, opening the phone lines, getting your thoughts on the line, getting clips out. We want to get the reels popping. We have opportunity that we're going to be taking advantage of, y'all. I can't wait to make this announcement in May. Shout out to my boy NBA Johnny on IG. Shout out to Lady Tam pulling up over there on Instagram. Y'all know we always live on YouTube too. So make sure y'all always tap in on the YouTube side and continue to show love, man. We're growing. We're still trying to get to 3K on YouTube. We're 150 away from hitting that 3K goal. Let's try to get to that 3K goal by the end of March. My guy Johnny says, like our offense, I'm worried about the quarterbacks doing better and the receivers to do better of catching and getting more yards. Johnny, you're going to want to tune in later, man. You're going to want to tune in later. Your boy always got the inside scoop on Alabama football, and I got something for y'all to think about and something to bring to the table for y'all to consider with this quarterback race. Got a lot of people getting mad because the truth hurts. It's okay to be speculative, right? It's okay to be speculative, right? But you got to be there to see it, and it's funny. It's funny when you're there to see it. You can really speak on it from like an actual viewpoint, and not just what you're used to or what's been tradition. College football is evolving, and it's leaving a lot of our old head fans behind because they don't want to believe the hype. So yeah, and NBA John, if you want early access to a lot of the content that's being produced here, and a lot of inside scoop when it comes to Bama football, basketball, both men and women's, we're getting into the baseball space. We're actually connecting to the track and field. Oh man, they trying to get your boy out there to do, but let me stop. Anyways, if you want to get caught up on that, come to the YouTube side, man. Join the Join the AAA family. Become a member of the channel. $2.99 to get you access, man. Share that up. Let people know that we got some quality content here that you want to stay in tune with. And with that being said, y'all, I'm your boy, Coach Smooth. And y'all know how I do, man. When you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smooth. I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love to everybody. Y'all be blessed. Stay safe. That weather is beautiful. Go out there and get y'all some sun rays. Get y'all some of that vitamin D, man. And take care of yourselves. Love somebody today. Love somebody today. You all be blessed. Thank y'all. And y'all be safe out there. You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back